inside lane, the third German in the field, and a contender for a medal, certainly Arthur Abele. Won European silver indoors in 2015, and he's also got a huge supporting crowd there with him. And Mayer and the Estonian get out the blocks very well, but Duckworth here having a fantastic race as he stays close with the world champion, but it looks like Kevin Mayer just got that on the line there.
Abele in the long jump.
It's been a long morning.
Well, there's a lot more to go. Anyway, here's the German. Oh, that's a good jump. That's around 750-ish in the opening jump of the competition. Mayer, of course, opened with that no jump, but no such misfortune for Abele, the man who was 5th in the Europeans 4 years ago. Way back in 2005, he won the European Junior silver medal. Has had to miss some seasons through injury. Well, that's perfect on the board there. So an excellent start by Abele, who gets out there to 7 meters 42. Certainly a major contender now for a medal, perhaps even the gold with Mayer gone. He's a good shot putter, as you saw from that personal best. And he's a good shouter too, well over 15 meters.
And he's had a really good season in the shot put this year. He set a personal best in Ratingen of 15.93, so that's very close to his personal best there. As we take a look at the men's decathlon, Arthur Abele, one of the medal contenders here, with his second attempt at 193. Would be delighted with that, I am sure. He's already cleared a season's best, but he has a personal best of 2 meters and 4 from way back in 2007. And he clears it, and that is, I think, a little bit with the help of the home crowd here that he is feeling. Struggled with so many injuries in the past. He's ruptured his Achilles. He's had anything you could possibly imagine, really.
Arthur Abele, now the favourite with Mayer out. And Abele, 47.98 is PB, and he wasn't far off that, 48.4, I think, in Ratingen earlier this year. Plenty of support there. So off they go in this final event. Strong charge by Gardo of France out there in lane 7 as well, trying to make the stagger on Zook. But the fair-haired Saliuri of Estonia has got off terrifically well with Brugger, the German, inside him. And Duckworth has made up the stagger on Abele. And he needs every point he can get against the German because he's got a weaker second day. So a really determined effort here by Saliuri, the young Estonian, second to Duckworth in the American Collegiate Championships earlier this year, and a brilliant run. Can he hold on? Because he's been challenged on his inside. The crowd can see it's the German Brugger, but then Abele, and Duckworth is fading badly here. Well, look at the finish by Gardo coming through. Gardo takes it on the line. Wow, it's all changed. There's some very tired men there. Gardo crossed the line. Brugger in second place. And Abele, I think, can be very happy with his first day as well. Will probably show that he's still projected to win, and indeed a good season's best and close to his PB. The 48.101 Abele, the clear favourite now for me in the decathlon.
So into the running, and Duckworth certainly has got an excellent start. But so too Urania, the Spaniard, and now look at Abele come through. Abele the fastest in the field, and a huge roar from the crowd as Arthur Abele comes clearly to win. In second place was Urania, and he has broken 14 seconds for a season's best. And after all the trouble that Arthur Abele has had with injuries over the years, really good to see him back in the form that he has shown, well, a decade ago. And he's got a time there of 13.94. I'm sure you ought to be delighted with that, Michelle.
Absolutely. It's so good to see him back. Out of the last 12 seasons, he's had to sit 6 of them out injured. So it's fantastic to see him be back on the big stage in front of a home crowd. Season's best there for him. And as you said, he is a very, very accomplished hurdler. His personal best from the European Championships in Zurich 2014, 13.55. That ranks him 5th in the decathlon over the hurdles in the all-time list. So very, very accomplished hurdler. But there you can see, doesn't get the best of starts. You can see there in lane 6. That's Jaromír of Belarus getting out strongly. But now look at the ground he makes up on Urania there in 2nd. And very similarly to Shkorenyov, hits that last hurdle pretty rough.
But they're so strong, aren't they? It almost doesn't seem to bother them. Who's coming into the circle? It's Arbelay. Started with 40 meters 46. 674 points. Just over 100 down on Shkorenyov's best so far. Clapping all around the stadium for Arbelay. Out it goes. Oh, it's a good one. Huge roar from the crowd. It's probably over 45 meters. That really is excellent. He really is enjoying himself out there, obviously, remaining injury-free after all these years. And the distance has just come through and the crowd can see it. And it's 45 meters 42, and that's not so far off his personal best.
And what's interesting with Arbelay is he is left-handed. We discussed it yesterday, couldn't quite remember how many throwers there are who throw left-handed, and he's one of the very few who turns the other way.
I think that provisionally puts him into the lead overall as well.
We've seen Niklas Kaul, the young German, lead that first group of decathletes in the javelin, and now we have Arbelay, again a very strong javelin thrower. Comes very close to his personal best there. His personal best 71.89, and that was better than his season's best.
And that could just about seal it for the gold medal, actually. I mean, he's still got the 1500 to come, but that was an excellent start. He may get more points, but that will possibly take him back ahead of Duckworth into the lead, because that's 68.10, 860 points. So we get to see how far the young British athlete can go, but he's got a personal best of 57 meters. And Arthur Arbelay, who's run 4:22.22 this year on a personal best of 4:15. And what a story this is. And Michelle has been telling us some of it over the last couple of days, of how he was a brilliant youngster and has had so many problems with injury. Missed, I think, 6 seasons worth of actual athletics competition over the last decade. So it's great to see him here. His rival, Kai Kazmarek, had to pull out at the last minute. So the hopes of Germany very much on this man's shoulder. But Arbelay is on the glory lap. He may not win this race. He may be overtaken by others chasing him. But Arbelay is on the way to win the gold in the decathlon. Meanwhile, up front, Ruben Gardo, who had the misfortune on the first day, but he's enjoyed himself here. He's come through and competed well in a number of events. He's not going to finish very high up in the decathlon, but he's going to win the final event, the 1500 meters. Gardo crosses the line. Kaul, has he done enough to move up even into a medal place? He's in 3rd place. And we're looking for Arbelay. He's very tired. He's coming across the line. Now, Arbelay has got the gold medal. He finishes just ahead of Shkorenyov, who has got the silver medal. And we're going to have to wait to check out exactly what has happened for that bronze medal. Arbelay now overcome with emotion. What a moment for him after his long history. Standing ovation from this crowd. Well deserved.
And he gets the crown from Berlino as the European champion. And what a journey it's been for the German. 6 years of injuries out of 12. There's results from him from way back in 2007. He's had it all, ruptured Achilles and everything. And now he is the European champion, overcome with emotion. Thomas Röhler, who is now in the lead with 88.02 from that second round. Can he go even better? We want to see that 90 meters. And it looks good. Very good indeed. I think that's another improvement. Close there to the 90-meter mark. And one thing to keep an eye on here as well is the championship record set by Steve Backley back in 98 in Budapest. And it is 98.47, so very, very close. Another improvement from the German, and he is a championship performer. Steve Backley sitting just across from us, actually, so would love to see his face when, I should say, his record goes. As we see the two Germans there celebrate just in front of us here by the finish line, joined by Berlino, who's made his way quickly over from the Greeks. Here we have the German, who in the qualifying round, in comparison to the Belarusian, set a personal best with 67.29. So clearly likes the track, the German, and here, roared on by the crowd, what can she do? And it's very big. It's beyond the championship record. It's again an improvement on her personal best, and it's surely the lead in this competition for the German. She looked amazing in qualifying. She looks amazing tonight. And I can tell you that that was, in fact, also a European lead. So championship record, European lead for her with 67.90. "24 years of age, the German. Came under 23 champion in Europe in 2015. Maybe we can see a German javelin double here in Berlin." There you can see the result. 67.90. Through a personal best with 67.29. Through a personal best with her first round effort here with 67.90, and this is her last attempt. She knows she's the champion. Doesn't get quite there, but that doesn't matter because she's just won gold for Germany. The second in the javelin here in this European Championships, and she'll be delighted with that. Won European under 23 gold in 2015, and now is the European senior champion. There we can see it's a championship record for her. She's also taken the European lead, and she's just overwhelmed with emotions there. Gets a hug from Berlino. We can see there also the second and third place, Liveta Jasjonaite celebrating her bronze, and of course Ogrodnikova in second with that silver.
Now, Maciej Przybyłko, he's had some flying clearances at the earlier heights. First attempt at 2:35. This would equal his personal best from last year. And what a magnificent jump. Yet another soaring clearance for the German. 2:35 equals his personal best. And could it be the gold medal jump? This is Maxim Nedasakov. No, not to be on this occasion. It was a good tactic because he's guaranteed the silver, but gold goes to this man, Maciej Przybyłko.
They're all very closely together. Malaika Mihambo, consistent, twice 6:36 for the German, down in 10th at the moment. Also on the board, looks very good. Very good indeed there for the German. That's a big roar as we wait for the result. Very good indeed, and really going beyond that leading mark that Marina Beck held. Let's wait for the result to come through. 6.75 for the German to move her in the lead, and it's very similar to what we saw in qualifying. Can she get even remotely close to that? She knows she's got the gold. What can she do? Goes on the board. Very good jump again from the German. Very similar distance to that best she set in the third round. Celebrates, waves to the crowd as she awaits confirmation of that final result. 6.73. So would have won with that distance, similar to Marina Beck in second. Malaika Mihambo, the European long jump champion, and a second gold medal for Germany in a field event tonight.
Krause very closely following her. Grovedal getting a little closer as well as they come up to the bell in the steeplechase. And it's 8:08 about at the bell. Schlumpf, Krause, Grovedal, Geiger, then a huge gap after them to Clark. But the battle for the medals is on here, and still Schlumpf and Krause have that gap over Grovedal, but I think it's narrowing. I think Grovedal has still got something left, but it's 5 meters, maybe it's stretching. No, maybe the first two are going away. Then Grovedal, then Geiger. Tremendous noise here in the stadium. Schlumpf still leading as she has for most of the race here. Krause just sticking to her every move. That 2 meter gap not changing. Grovedal not really able to move it. Krause now moves out as they come round to the final water jump, and Krause goes clear and sprints round this track, and it looks like there is going to be a retaining of the title here by Geza Felicitas Krause. A marvellous return to top form here for the German. Krause coming in to take the steeplechase gold medal in brilliant style. She wins it in just inside 9:20. The silver goes to Schlumpf. Just holding on for the bronze is Grovedal. Then Geiger in fourth place. A mighty battle there for the fifth and sixth places. Geza Felicitas Krause, the steeplechase champion.